Hey everybody, and welcome back to A Bar Above. So in the past, I've got a lot of comments asking to do a tour of the bar that we shoot at here. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a tour of the A Bar Above bar. So stay tuned. So one of the things you may not realize about this particular bar is that it's actually in our dining room. So about 3 years ago, my wife mentioned that, hey, you should build a bar. And I've never built anything like this, this big in my entire life. So I was a little bit concerned, but in the back of my head, I was like, are you sure? I bartend for a living. Are you sure you really want me to build a bar? And she said, yeah. So I got the green light from the wife, and the rest is history. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a real quick tour, shall we? So one of the things you may not know is that actually we built this bar downstairs and it took about 9 months for us to put this thing together. But it's a really simple bar. We actually got a free bar on Craigslist, and it was been outside for 10 years and was completely rotting away. So we used that bar as a template. And so it's a really cool bar that has a couple different angles on it. And that was one of the trickiest parts of building this bar. So yeah, we have the front bar, and it's basically broken into 3 different cabinets. So this is one cabinet, this is another cabinet, and the very edge next to the wall there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that is another cabinet. So one of the things you usually don't see in our videos is the side station here. So I'm still trying to figure out how to use this side station better, but right now it's basically where I put all my junk, stuff I'm working on and stuff I need to grab for videos. It's a great place to put a side light for the videos to kind of eliminate any of the shadows that are happening. But yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to put some cabinets in here and probably refinish that back wall, maybe put a TV up there for some friends to come over or something in the future. But one of my favorite features of this particular bar is the bookcase here. I tried to figure out a way to kind of finish this edge off, and the bookcase was a really, really cool idea. So this shot you probably are very familiar with. This is the back bar, and there's a couple really interesting things about this bar. So I'm sure as you saw when we were panning across the video here, there's a fireplace directly on my right here, and it's a beautiful fireplace, and we were trying to figure out a way to make the entire environment cohesive. So I actually found brick wallpaper. I know, it's kind of crazy, don't tell anybody, but this is wallpaper I found on Amazon, and it matched the brick perfectly. So I laid that down, and one of the things you probably may not know is that there is a window directly behind this wall, or faux wall, that we had to cover up when we moved in, just so we can place all this. Now, one of the fun features about this particular bar is that you have this kind of floating shelf that kind of hangs out here, and the way I got around it is I made a giant bracket out of 2x4s back here and basically just channeled everything out to provide a nice L bracket, and that's the main support on this entire shelf. I have another, I think a 1x2 on the front here for additional support, but then the only other thing that's really connecting this shelf to this wall are a couple of screws and a couple of brackets on the side here for support. You probably noticed that a lot of this is unfinished, but I was so excited to get started filming that it's one of those projects I was always saying, oh no, don't worry, I'll get back to it later. 2 years now. I'll get to it soon, I'm sure. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One of the other fun features is we have a very small lighting strip, a LED light back here that illuminates the bar, and it really helps to provide that kind of bar atmosphere and provide a nice little ambient light for the videos. The other fun feature about this is we actually have storage cabinets built in here, and this is where we keep some of the glassware, some of the equipment that we use for the videos. You can see the evidence of some of the videos that we've done in the past. So we have all of our equipment here. If you remember the color changing tea video, I have a color infusion here with a tea that I'm still hoping to get back to and experiment with even more. If you remember the flavor library video that we did a long time ago, all of those infusions and all those tinctures we have right behind the bar, and it's one of the fun things about it is when I'm creating cocktails, I get a chance to see a bunch of different flavors in front of me and possibly inspire me for adding those in for some creativity. Stainless steel sink and a couple other remnants of videos here be in front of me. Now, I mentioned that we have 3 different cabinets here. We have one cabinet here, we have a small side cabinet here, and we have this other cabinet here. And the biggest challenge I had was joining the pieces together, because they're not 45-degree angles. They're kind of all wonky, but it fit the room and the space really nicely. So I had to actually cut out a couple pieces of countertop and plug them in. But if you see lines in the bar, that's why it's that way. Other than that, we have some basic storage behind the bar here. And one of the cool features about this part of the bar is that there's a vermouth and syrup and beer and mixer fridge right here. So when I do videos, I can just jump in there and grab what I need. That's our bar. And if you have any questions, please definitely shoot us an email or leave us a comment. And I'll show some progress videos or progress photos of how this has evolved over the last 2 years and from the beginning of the construction to where it is now. So as always, guys, have a great shift and cheers. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Google+, or visit us at abarabove.com. Yeah, that's the tour of the bar. So I feel like I'm on like MTV's Cribs or something like that. So I feel like I should have a cool catchphrase.